Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 19th fight of the evening. It will be just over 3 minute rounds, and it is for the vacant British strawweight title. Introducing first, fighting in the red corner. This man represents the Warfare Academy. It's Mr. Perfect, PERKIN! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man represents Breeze MMA. It's ABDILAH HASSAN! Referee in charge of the action, Mr. PERKIN.
Here we go. ABDILAH HASSAN taking on Taylor PERKIN. Taylor in the red shorts, sorry. ABDILAH HASSAN in the fire shorts. Here we go for the vacant British strawweight title.
Yeah, the first time we were having the strawweight title contested here.
Well, nice calf
Taylor
kick.
Perkins has kind of built a bit of a division for himself from having really exciting fights.
Yeah, and he's so composed as well. Look, I mean, we're not seeing a lot so far. It's the start of the round, but he's just the one controlling the middle of the cage. And that's often the first battle. You want to be the guy in the middle. It gives you more room to move. But ABDILAH HASSAN, we know, is dangerous. He's powerful, especially in this division. Oh, he's biting on these feints, though, on the middle for PERKIN.
And this was very I hate to make comparisons between Perkins and maybe somebody in his corner, but Chrissy Munford was very much like this.
Yes.
Very, twitchy, but would, get you to shell up just like that, and then he'd hammer you.
Yeah, it was some monstrous knockout shots, if I remember rightly.
Exactly. And he just, the basics were there. Jab, jab, big right hand. Jab, feint jab, right hand, up the middle. Whereas here, look, everything that ABDILAH has done sends him way out of shape.
Sort of overcommitted to everything so far.
And that's the other thing. Perkins is very long and rangy.
It's also, this is where we want to see the maturity from the fighters. You're fighting for these titles. You shouldn't really be looking like too much of an amateur anymore. We should start looking like ABDILAH couldn't have done that worse if he tried, let's be honest.
I don't know if that's what he wanted, because I do see Shazli in his corner, who's a really incredible guard player.
The whole corner of ABDILAH is sort of not amused, or I'm quite amused by what he just did.
Renegade Jiu-Jitsu, that we know that they love the grapple, but usually they like it on the top end.
Yeah, you don't usually get double underhooks and pull guards.
Look at this.
Perkins with the damage.
Pinning him down with his forearm and then hammering shots through. And that opens up the slight pass into, well, momentarily half guard. And now he's settling his hips on him.
Look at Perkins looking like a pro.
I don't think Perkins needs to stay here. I think he can stand up, put two hands on his head, knee him up the body as he comes up.
Yep.
And then get back to winning ways from striking positions.
So amazing seeing guys come through these ranks, Steve, of you have your first few amateur fights and then an amateur title and then you go pro, and one of these gentlemen we could be looking at is the next UFC champion, the next champion of the world, the next huge name. And it's not an over-exaggeration because we've had them come through the Battle Arena ranks already. And you look at PERKIN right now, it's just doing everything perfectly. He's perfect PERKIN.
Like wrapping the head, just making it terrible. And it's just really uncomfortable and really awful for ABDILAH to stay in these positions. And 5 seconds left in the round, and Perkins is going to continue to assault him.
Oh, what a knee to the body. You called it as well. I mean, a minute earlier, Steve, you're talking about we can't knee in the head in the amateur ranks. When me and you were fighting, you could, but not anymore. But
those are the good old days.
The good old days. It's like kneeing people in the head. But you called it earlier. He could make space and slam a knee to the body. Sort of reminds me of Chaelson and Anderson Silva back in the day.
Yeah. Well, look at the best. Steal from the best and just make it your own. And just measure positions. The thing that's worrying me is how do you tell ABDILAH not to shell up?
And look at Perkins. He looks like he's just sort of warmed up. He looks like he's just gone for a little jog around the edge of the mat, and he's just chatting to his coaches. He's barely out of breath. And ABDILAH looks completely different. Looks fatigued, hands on the hips, looking a little frustrated. But this is a long fight. This is a title fight. We've got a couple more rounds. We'll see how this can go. Who will take home this British strawweight title? And if you're watching this on YouTube in 10 years' time because you're looking up PERKIN because he's about to fight for the Battle Arena strawweight title, just shout out. Give it a little ballerina love. There we go.
Abdillah still looks pretty fresh as well.
Well, it could be Abdillah fighting for that battle of the UFC title as
This
well.
might be the turning point. He's got the rub off that first round. Now he's going to level up. My kids are watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z. Sometimes people just scream and then their hair changes color.
Well, lovely calf kick from Perkin.
Exactly. More and more tools.
You talk about Chrissy Mountford in his corner. It is like the Chrissy Mountford striking show. It's literally that. You just stay at range, and then you come in and do simple things incredibly well.
Exactly. And that's one of the most difficult things to do in MMA is to cover range appropriately, whether not fall into clinches, not run onto a punch, not eat a head kick.
Abdillah is starting to settle a bit now, Steve. He looks sort of too frenetic, too frantic in the first round. Now he's starting to pick his shots, trying to be a little bit more intelligent about it as he rushes forward.
He's still moving too much.
Yeah.
Compared to Perkin, he's moving way too much. Perkin's just measured, and he's going to have more in the gas tank and more pop as the fight goes on.
It's also an efficiency issue, isn't it? Like, you can move more, but you're going to get more tired. We think of strawweights of never getting tired, but you want to keep the gas tank as long as you can. Lovely jab. Look at the way he steps in with it as well. Look, 1-2. Oh, good check, left hook.
It was, but Perkins beat him to the punch with the right hand there.
Yep.
And now he's dragging the head down, punches the underhook himself, and we're back where we were at the end of the second round.
He takes him down far too easily, Steve. It's almost like Abdillah pulls guard, or pulls mount, half guard, whatever position was sort of in single butterfly hook.
He's just eating it here, and he's got to move.
Yeah, this grappling from Abdillah, he's doing everything wrong, let's be honest.
Oh, nice little staple there with the shin from Perkin as he's going to settle him right down into mount. He's got control of that far arm.
I think Perkin would love to put him away, but it's quite difficult.
Imagine we get our first vacant strawweight title and we'll get a finish. And everybody says the little guys can't finish, and now Perkins is just raining it down on him. It's unanswered, and Abdillah is punching from the bottom, and there is your stop. Harvey Hara does it.
What a stoppage.
2 minutes, 6 seconds of the second round. And now I'll just go and repeat myself. Wicked job. And he stays perfect.
Perfect. Perkin wins the round. Absolutely incredible performance. What a moment for the Warfare fighter and the Warfare team, picking up that Battle Arena gold, putting a statement on this division. A great show in sportsmanship as well to Abdillah Hassan. But the night definitely belongs to Taylor Perkin. I mean, he looked phenomenal in that performance. All the Perkin fans at home watching, you got something special right there.
Fighters to the center, please. Fighters to the center. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Harvey Hara has called a stop to this fight at 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the second round. For your winner by a TKO and new British strawweight champion, Taylor Mr. Perfect Perkin!
That was a perfect performance from Mr. Perfect. When your nickname is Mr. Perfect in the UFC, I want a record that I came up with.